Ladies and gentlemen.
With me sipping my hot cocoa while I'm eating. Or
what are you eating? What are you eating?
Just the vibes. by the spoonful. Bro, calm down.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying.
That's good.
With me sipping my hot cocoa while simultaneously podcasting, there's a good chance.
With the fire on?
Christmas Eve.
We left our families for this podcast.
For y'all. Hang on.
Go ahead, please. I'm listening.
I don't know if I've ever been cozier. Okay, bro, I don't need my rice bag. Let me just put it that way. I've got the fire. I've got the tree. I've got the Santa hat. Right. And
yes,
I've got the hot cocoa. And we're on episode 6. And it's Christmas Eve. Could you
December 24th, dude. It's snowing outside.
Could you write a better story?
Me personally? No.
Dude, it is snowing outside. Do you hear the crackle? This was more of a hobby for me before, but now that I'm dedicating my holiday time to this, it has become a career.
It's a career.
On my W-2, I'm writing Up Pod.
Podcaster. From now on, we will be known as influencers, content creators. As cringe as that is. Yeah, look.
Don't block my fire. And don't reach back here. Boom.
I know, I'm like, hit it with the elbow.
Yeah, the Walmart Christmas. You have to do that so close to the mic.
My bad.
The Walmart Christmas tree is what you pay for.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It does its job well, but it's a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. But dude, the white is kind of a sick, I like the white opposed to the green. I do.
Yeah.
Very classy.
A little shaky. I
kind of put those branches in very specific spots. My bad. Keep our hands to ourselves. Dude, so much to talk about. Christmas. We're gonna have Christmas topics. We got a little beef with girls, every episode has consisted of that.
Yeah.
And we're going back to the fits. We just the abundance of good things to talk about, and just the Christmas vibes are overflowing in this very room. It's oozing out of the door. The door is it's like bulging.
Your roommates feel it.
The people outside
again.
The people
Another
outside
scream?
are screaming because they know what's happening in A504.
They wish they were here,
guys. We just walked past this group of girls in the hallway on the way to film, and we're walking by and we're just like going back and forth, like, dude, I've just been listening to the sickest podcast lately. It's the Up&Up pod. And they're just like going on with the conversation. And Gabe's like, no way. I'm like, dude, yeah, the Up&Up pod. And like the further we get away from them, the louder I am.
It's at Up pod
on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And we're just like going crazy.
Look, it's only a matter of time before they see us on their For You page. So they'll know. Like,
dude, and how funny would it be if like they're walking away like, that was weird, but they're like Up pod, and they look at it and we're literally on the front page of and we were the ones like talking about it.
So weird. What are those guys talking about? Yeah. On the For You page 5 minutes later, they're like, this is the podcast.
500,000 followers. But speaking of that, we just had our first I'm comfortable saying viral.
Yeah.
We just had our first viral clip.
I kind of went over it a little bit last time about like the stress, but no.
But it's different. It's different now than it was last week.
Yeah.
Because now we are like in the hundreds of thousands of likes. Do you know how many times you could fill the Delta Center with that many people? A lot.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
That's like a sold out like concert.
It's something that really
5.
No one else has experienced except us.
Dude, yeah. I just feel bad for everyone who has never had a video go viral because they'll never know the satisfaction.
It's a different vibe. Different feeling.
Speaking of that, tell me about what's going on here with you.
Well, similar to last week.
Same pants.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Well, I only have like 3 or 4 pairs of pants.
Okay, same.
I'm being straight up.
Yeah.
These ones seemed to fit nice and it looked good. I'm going with the white shirt. It's simple.
I love the simplicity.
After last week, I learned my lesson.
And what was that?
I was a little hot last week.
You were toasty. And now we got the fire and the hot cocoa. You learned.
Right. I'm going short sleeve. It's cool in here. It feels good. And then up top, I got what's needed. Santa hat.
I love that look on you.
Thank you.
Me too.
What's your review? Yeah, you as well. I see that.
Dude, I'm really digging. This was your idea, the Santa hat thing, and I'm really loving it.
Yeah, a quick Walmart run. Pick up the tree. Pick up the hats.
Hot cocoa.
Dude, wow. Can we
fire
be more original?
I don't know. Rocking the same pair of jeans as last time because I get flamed for wearing my black pair.
Yeah. You only have 2 pairs.
I do. The red shirt complements nice with the Santa hat. I'm just feeling very Christmassy.
Red and white, we went opposites. It looks good.
It's working. Whatever we're doing, let's get more of it.
Can we? Please?
I don't know.
Is that possible? Not sure. I think we've overflown.
I'm just saying we're both a 10 for fits this week.
I think the
With the
one in
Christmas-
chat will agree.
With the Christmas spirit, I would go as far to say we're over the double digits. Yeah, you heard me.
I did. We're in the double
Dude,
digit
it's one of my
territory.
favorite things ever when we're hanging out and I look over at you and you're on your phone and you're literally and you always like, yeah, and then I always have to like pry it out of you for a couple seconds. Like, dude, like what? And it's either one of a couple things. A pretty girl just followed you.
Yeah.
A pretty girl just DM'd you. We have a video that's popping off. Or, yeah, it's pretty much
That's basically
that's
it.
kind of what we do.
Well, it's funny because like I don't just go, dude, a hot girl followed me.
No, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, and you're like, what? I sit down my phone. I'm just like, listen to me right now.
Yeah, dude. We
It's like
always
mad
make our
dramatic.
case. It's so true.
You're like, what? I'm like, 10 years ago.
3rd grade. I saw this
It
girl.
all started. You're just like, okay, here we go.
Bro, we're just storytellers, dude. We love to tell a good story. We love engaging with each other.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't think there's any better way to tell someone something if you don't like hype it up.
Yeah, you got to build it up. Absolutely.
You got to make them excited about it. Because if you're just like, dude, a pretty girl followed me.
Gabe,
Like, good for
I
you.
love to hear those words coming out of your mouth. And what I even love more is this analogy. When you're decorating a Christmas tree, do you put the star on top at the beginning? If you do, you're a psycho. You wait
Yeah.
till the end. You got to build. And that's what I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, it's you slowly grow it till the climax.
I love that. It's like the end of an ice cream cone. And don't get me wrong.
A little chocolate chunk at the bottom of the drumstick.
Okay, you kind of took my thunder there. But it's okay. But everything before it's good, right? I mean, you got the ice cream, then you got the ice cream and the cone. But when you get to that bottom where the ice cream is just like densely packed in to that bottom, oh my.
It's like a nuggie. Right there in the old gullet.
I love that little plop. Dude, that's so good.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something to say about just kind of like, just slowly build a crescendo, you might even call it.
Yeah. A climax, maybe. It's
Yeah, at
better.
the very end, just boom. There's the I'm like, it's all about comedic timing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I can make you laugh just telling a story about how a hot girl followed me.
Yeah. That's a real talent to do.
Right? And we both do it exceptionally well. I'm sorry. We're getting off a little cocky. It's like, we're the best.
I mean, yeah.
But it's obvious.
So, dude, just great Christmas vibes. I think we should dive a little, just right off the bat, a little bit into kind of what are your plans? What are your traditions? Should we jump in there?
Yeah. So I remember in Thanksgiving episode, you went pretty deep on your Thanksgiving traditions.
Thanksgiving is my kind of thing. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me take this off.
Okay.
Let me just what's the word? Let me start. I think it's a simple way to say it.
Yes.
I don't need to embellish everything I say.
You don't.
Keep it simple.
As you use the word embellish.
I don't need to embellish. So, I mean, I'm probably pretty similar as Thanksgiving, as like I'm pretty traditional, traditions. Simple stuff that everyone does. But, we love Christmas in our household. It's just like that whole feeling of like the whole month leading up. I mean, speaking of the whole leading up, that's what Christmas is. It is the climax for the end of the year. You got October and it's just like ramping
great
up.
point.
The gears are rolling, right? Thanksgiving, things are happening.
Things.
Dude, that December.
Yeah, and then you got the 12 days of Christmas. You got the Christmas movies, the music. Oh boy.
Yeah, tons of hot chocolate. We've been doing popcorn a lot. I don't know if that's a Christmas thing, but
Nope.
popcorn, hot chocolate.
That's okay.
Tons of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Nativities everywhere. You
got the lights, dude. The snow.
The snow.
You got the fire. This fire crackling is
It really
bringing me some solace.
It is setting the vibe. Solace. My soul's at peace.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, very, very traditional.
Yeah.
My brother got home like last week.
Dude, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah. He's been gone for a while. And
Wow.
so finally we get to chill with him.
That's
have a good
awesome.
time. But mostly just like movies, chilling with the fam.
Yeah.
And then
Do you have like a thing where you guys like get like matching Christmas pajamas, or like you see a movie on Christmas Day? Do you have like any of those traditions, or is it pretty like standard?
well, here's kind of like, it's not like necessarily sad, but we're all pretty grown up at this point.
Yeah.
It's like
You
25,
don't have
21,
like
16.
like 5 or 6 year olds running downstairs in the morning.
Right.
You guys know that Santa is real, but I mean, you don't have to be up earlier to get the gifts.
But like, we all know that. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, from our perspective, it's like we don't really like get uber pumped up for like the Christmas stuff. We just like hanging out with each other, right?
Yeah. That's what it's all about, baby.
Yeah, I like going to like Walmart or Ross or whatever and just finding some like nice simple gifts for the fam.
Yeah.
Because really, I mean, like, two best parts of Christmas: the vibe of the Christmas season, and two, when you give a good gift.
Oh yeah, man.
And they're just like, no way.
Yes,
you got me
dude.
this?
That's a great feeling.
So, when getting a good gift's great. Like I love getting a good gift.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Please give me good
Don't
gifts.
get it twisted. I love it. Yeah. I love some cash in my pocket.
Please make it money. If any of you guys want to donate.
Dude, and at this age, it's like mom and dad are like, what do you want? And like at this stage of my life, I'm pretty like, I've got clothes, I've got food. Like I'm very blessed, very pleased. Mm-hmm. If you're going to get me anything, like I hate to be this guy, but being an adult, it's like, yeah, if you're going to get me something, I'd rather just have cash.
Totally.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be like shallow, but that's kind of most important, and I can utilize it for really anything.
Yeah, and it is really nice to have cash, but I will say this.
Okay.
I love getting a good surprise. I love just being like someone like thought of this.
A new car? Holy crap.
Yeah, like holy crap, $1 million.
Yeah.
And check for him. No, I love getting a good surprise when you know that somebody put in some thought, but it's always kind of a complicated to shop for me because most of what I want I've already like gone and bought myself, you know, and usually I'm very picky about like you can't just go buy me like a camera, like it's got to be like exactly the right camera with the right like setup and everything, and so
very particular. Yeah,
my mom's always been like, oh freak, well, I don't know what you want, like you got to send me a link. Well, then it's kind of no fun because you know what you're getting. It's still fun because you're like, I'm getting it for free, right? But it's still kind of like that.
That's a good point.
So what I've done this year is I've kind of just been like, I'm just going to send, you know, family members links and be like, here's some things I could want, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
but don't
they can choose.
Yeah,
they can choose which one. And then I also sent like it was like a top gifts for creatives and tech kids or whatever, tech guys. Mm-hmm. And then like I sent it and I had like every single thing I was like, that'd be dope. I kind of want one of those before, you know? So then I sent it to her and then she gets to kind of just like surprise me. And so, we'll see what happens. But luckily I talk enough about things I want that family members kind of know. I don't
have to question it.
Yeah. So, but
it's just crazy that we live in a time where you can ask for something and you can literally just send the link to buy it. They press the link, they press pay now, and it's shipped to your home. Like it takes away a lot of what it used to be that we can just like send each other links of things that we want, and there's really not a whole lot of elements to surprise anymore.
Yeah. Story about that.
Yes.
So, one year I was dating a girl.
Just another year for Gabe. Is this your way of?
You know how it is.
Yeah. Okay.
And okay, so I'm not like, do you know how those have the love languages? One of them is gift giving or receiving, right? It's about gifts.
What's your love language?
I would say quality time and like moral support kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like words of affirmation.
Yes.
Like I want a girl to be like, dude, you're so awesome. Yeah. Thank you. And then also physical touch, quality time. And so towards the bottom, I would say gifts, then service. Like I don't do stuff for me. I'm so particular about doing things the right way that like, usually I'm like, you're going to do it wrong. So I don't really like service that much. Obviously if a girl's like, you know, I clean the house and like cooked for you, I'm like, let's go.
You won't be mad about it, but it's not your preference.
No. And even gifts, like I don't really care about people getting me stuff. Like I said, I get stuff for myself.
Yeah.
But anyways, here's the story about Christmas. I don't really care about getting gifts, but when I give gifts to someone I really care about, I put a lot of thought into it. And so I remember this year particularly, I was like, instead of giving one big gift, I'm going to give like 8 small, very thoughtful gifts. Ooh. Right? And each one had a story behind it. And each one like was something that she had said like, oh man, I really want this thing. So it's like every single one I was like, these are all bomb. And like one thing was like this anklet with her name on it. Like I was going hard.
Okay. You're really into this girl.
And I didn't even like spend money on it. It wasn't about like impressing her or buying her love because like
you'd
all of them were
that.
like $5. Right. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I've already proved myself. Right?
Yeah.
But then what she decided to do.
Oh no.
Was okay, so she didn't put any thought into the Christmas gift, which I was kind of upset about because I had sent her a link like, oh man, this chair is so cool.
Yeah, passive aggressively.
She's all, I'll buy that. But like she just bought me a chair. I was like, I didn't want it that bad.
Yeah.
So like I just had sent her like, I was like, oh, this chair is sick. And so she bought me the chair and then broke up with me. And then
so another year for Gabe.
Another year for me. And then then we exchanged gifts afterwards because we're like, we already have these gifts. Like we're still like, you know, friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like awkward because she's like, here's your chair. And I was like, sick. And then like she opens up all my gifts and every single one I'm like, oh, this is because of that one time when we.
That's brutal.
I felt like I was in a TV show, bro. Yeah. So that
was this post mission?
Yeah.
Hey, condolence tap.
Thanks, bro.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's all right. But way past it now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Took me a second.
It's not like you think about it anymore. Like
No, like never. I don't even remember her name.
really? Yeah. Okay.
It's Gabe. It's anyways.
Wow. So yeah, you really got it.
The point of the story is that if I'm gonna put in like a bunch of thought and there's like stories behind these stuff, and you're just like, I thought you wanted it
For sure,
like, bro. Come on, like at least like think about it. Obviously, she was planning on breaking up with me. She probably didn't care.
Wow, that really took a turn, and
it's a little heavy.
I really hate to hear that.
My bad.
It's kind of harsh, the cozy vibes.
Okay, let's just warm it up a bit. Take a moment to kind of just.
Hey, you can be vulnerable here.
Mm-hmm.
The uppies appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't really know where to go from there.
Do you have any gift stories?
Ooh, not like that. I've never been graced with a female during the Christmas season, so I've put all my love in. Okay, what?
I was just gonna say, me neither. Like. Obviously, I exchanged gifts with that one girl, but like I've never had a girlfriend
during
like on Christmas Day or Valentine's.
But yeah, I'm using my Santa hat to wipe my tears. No, yeah. So a little bit about my traditions.
Yeah, please.
Every Christmas Eve, we travel down to my grandma's and grandpa's house in Bountiful, and my grandpa cooks like prime rib, lobster. It's like steak. Like he spends like hundreds of dollars on this dinner. It's like something. It's like coveted in our family. Like everyone looks forward to it. Yeah. It's a big deal, and he takes like a long time to do it. So yeah, we kind of have a feast at my grandma's house. We do like gifts there and like white elephant or Yankee swap, or
Yankees.
Yeah.
I love white elephant.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. Yeah. So we're gonna do that again, and then obviously growing up, it's different, but. Usually my siblings and we go down to my parents' house and we spend the night, and we wake up and my parents, have like each section of the couch is for each child, and, kind of like our gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
We spend the morning opening gifts, and now it's fun because I've got nieces and nephews who are that prime time. Like one of my nieces, like 3, my nephew's 6, and it's just like prime, like little kid, like Christmas, like it's in that sweet spot. I would say between 3 and 8 is the maximum happiness meter that just it breaks the very meter of happiness between 3 and 8. I think that's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And so to be involved in that, dude, it's so much fun. I love that.
That's so sick.
And I miss having that joy. Like that kind of joy. It's different. You run downstairs, you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. and you're just like meditating over these presents, waiting for it to get to like 8. Your parents, it's like 8:39. You're just like, can they freaking wake up,
bro?
That's my experience. Like you're just like staring at these presents because you know exactly what you got, or you think you. Like,
but you're not allowed to touch it. That's like an unwritten rule. You cannot touch the presents until mom and dad get downstairs.
One of my favorite things. Sorry, now I feel like I'm like taking over. Why don't you finish?
Oh no. Okay. I love when you take over.
Okay, I'm gonna take over.
But not this time.
Okay.
During Christmas, another. You good?
I'm good.
Another thing that we did was we would take turns. So my parents love to sleep in because they stay up late, so like it makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, dude, when we'd all take turns going upstairs to wake mom and dad up, and then finally around like 10, 11, noon, like we'd finally get them to come downstairs, and then we could start.
Yeah.
So this year we're gonna try to get them up earlier so we can get on with the day. And but I'll let you guys in on a little 411 insider info for my uppies out there. I have a side show, another show called Extra Ice.
That's right.
And what I did for gifts this year is I got everybody in my family Extra Ice merch that I made.
Yeah.
So everyone in my family is getting like a T-shirt that says like Extra Ice with like the Extra Ice like Insta on it, with the Extra Ice logo. Like they're not like clean shirts. Like they're like semi-expensive. Like I put a lot of time and effort into it. So I don't know if it's really a gift because I'm kind of just like forcing them to like promote for me. Like, hey, wear my shirt.
The plug.
But they all love Extra Ice.
Yeah.
At least that's what they tell me. So by the time this comes out, obviously, I mean, I guess they could have watched it by then, but unless they're really bored, there's no way they'll know.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. And like it's so nice having like a gift that like means a lot that you like worked hard and put effort into. And dude, just the anticipation to give them that present.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's almost better than waiting for your own.
Dude, yes. It really is though. Yeah. Especially the older you get, the more excited you are to give. Uh-huh. But don't get me wrong, I could use some cash. What are you getting me?
Frick. Do you have a present for me? Please tell me no.
I do.
Oh, what's the Extra Ice thing?
Oh, it's the Extra Ice thing. What is that supposed to mean? That body language. Yeah, I put a lot of time into it.
Yeah, I put so much time and effort into it. I just really... Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm excited. Please Please, Dad.
I got you. So I'm gonna guess you didn't get me anything. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm
No,
not
I got you
salty.
something.
Yeah, I'm not salty.
Yeah.
No, I'm not pissed.
Yeah, it's
I'm
called
not pissed.
following online.
It's true, bro. Our Up&Up Insta, YouTube, and TikTok are low key, very low key.
Very low key popping off.
They're crackling like this fire behind me.
Honestly, I was gonna say though, something we do on Christmas that I just love because everyone loves the moment that you're opening your own present. Like when you're opening a present, it's just like that's a good moment. But like the feeling is not the same if everyone's just like ravaging presents all at once.
Dude, you gotta take. That's a great point.
So we have what we have. Someone is Santa Claus. So usually it's my dad because like just like that fits. So like we're like, hey, dad's the Santa Claus. Mom throws away like the trash. So dad will be like,
Yes,
all right,
you always
this one's
have the person that
for.
throws away the trash.
Yeah, exactly.
With the trash bag.
So he's like, this one's for Luke, and like we'll give it to him, and it's like okay, everyone has to pay attention to him. No way! Oh, sick! And like sometimes if someone else is like opening a present at the same time, it's like, hey, quit that, put that down. You're not gonna open it right now.
Get your
Meaty fingers off that crap.
get your sticky little hands off that present.
So yeah, so usually it's like pay attention to somebody who's opening it.
Yeah, I love
and then we'll
everyone's
hype them
body.
up.
Just
Yeah. All right, everyone look at Luke. Everyone's like,
yeah,
you're like playing with your present. Like, freak.
yeah, you're opening it. You're all
Like so excited about it. So yeah, it's really fun to get the attention, and plus everyone has their little piles where it's like, okay, like you got 26 presents, all of them are stacked right here, and
your
then the
little
rest
mountain.
of the day, the rest of the day is just like eating candy, chewing gum, like sitting in your little like brand new like robe that you got, right, your
Yeah.
slippers, and you're just like playing some game.
yeah, chilling in your snuggie, like watching a football game. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
this is
Literally, the rest of the day is just like hanging out with fam and playing with your presents.
Yeah.
It's the best.
That's
And
great.
here's the sad part about growing up is like, as an adult with like some money or whatever, you kind of have Christmas all year long because you're like buying the stuff that you
Hey,
want.
bro, speak for yourself, man. I'm
I am.
really looking forward to this. I need it.
Yeah, you just like kind of buy yourself stuff, and then it's like, yeah, there's probably some cool things I'll get on Christmas. But as a kid, you've got no money. So for example,
Yeah.
like I wanted the iPod, like the first iPod Nano that was like the square one
Dude,
with the little
yeah.
video, the first video one.
Yes.
I was like obsessed with it. I wanted it so bad. And I remember like, I'm like looking at all these boxes. I'm like, dude, there's no, because I know I've done so much research online. Like I know exactly what the box looks like. And I'm like, I just don't see something that size. And like, you're kind of disappointed. I remember I also asked for a bunch of like Wii games. And so I'm like way hyped about these Wii games. And I remember opening one
the
and I was
Wii,
like,
bro.
dude, like Wii Sports Resort. And it comes with like the little like motion sensor
Dude,
thing.
yes.
I remember opening it up and being like, this isn't Wii Sports Resort. This is Red Steel. And I was like, Red Steel's even better. And I was like, that's sick. And I like set it down and they're like, wait, there's more in there. And I'm like, what? And like where the thing was gonna go, they'd slipped the iPod Nano case in there, and I was just like, "There's a home video of me," and I'm just like, I act like I faint, dude. I was so dramatic,
Having
bro.
like a seizure. You're like, holy crap.
Like, oh freak, yeah, dude. And then I was just like, you're so obsessed with it all day long. You're just like charging it, setting it up,
Yeah.
and like that's the kind of hype that you get as a kid. Like as a teenager, dude. Like if I got a game console or like, well, you got your first phone or whatever. Like Christmas was big.
Dude.
You spent weeks after that just like obsessed about your little item. And weeks before it, obsessed about getting it.
Yes.
And now it's kind of like, I'm sure I'll get some cool things, but like, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
But now it's the same for someone else. I'm excited for when I got mad money and like a niece or nephew wants something, or like my son just like, cause like as a guy who's like way into tech, I know what the kids want.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like, could you imagine your
dude.
son is like, you know what he wants, but like he hasn't really told you, and you hook him up with like a PS7
Dude.
or like an Xbox 3S or whatever the frick they're going to be called. And it's like, he just gets so hyped. You're like, I knew you wanted that. I wanted to.
Yeah, that's going to be sick, bro.
So sick. I can't
love that.
wait to like hook people up. Same with you, bro. Once I'm like rich, dude, I'll hook you up, bro.
Dude, please do.
Oof.
Let's.
Just dab me right
It
here.
was the angle. Let me try again.
Ooh, that's decent.
Okay.
We're just not handshake people.
No, we never have been. On the mission. Yo.
Yeah, dude. I have a bone to pick with people that can't dap properly.
Oh, dude.
Because like honestly, there's like always, if someone comes in like, hey, how's it going? Like you're gonna handshake. There's no confusion. People always wonder like, how do you know what kind of shake?
If you're gonna be the initiator, if you're gonna be the instigator of this communication and this form of physical touch or intimacy, if I may, then you ought to really make it clear what you're gonna do beforehand.
Yeah. You can't just be like, hey, how's it going? And whip it out last second.
Dude,
you got to be coming.
You could be going
hard.
for a high five for all I know. You could be going for a fist bump. You could be going for a knuckles. You could be
If
going
someone
for
comes
a
in
dap.
like this, there's no doubt in your mind it's a high five. Yo, hey, how's it going, man?
Easy.
No, not a lot of people do that,
Bro.
but it's there.
And if you don't do this, which I've been victim of, I usually do a pretty good job. I have been victim so many times of going for the
Ooh,
and then you end up with like a
Yeah,
Dude, don't.
Not fun.
If you do that to me, you're dead to me.
Yeah. 100%.
There is no coming back from that.
Honestly, like the only one that gets confusing if someone goes, "Yo, what's up?" and they give you one of these, but it's just immediately you feel the tug. You just got to kind of roll with it. Yeah, we're going in. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
And you like finish off a little.
Right.
But I hate when it's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like,
"Oh, dude,
stop that.
That's
done. Don't do that anymore."
That's the worst one. Don't pretend to dab me, slide back out, and then try to fist bump me. I'm not in 4th grade.
Yeah,
don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
And that's my bone to pick is that people that don't know how to dap, I'm all, "Yo, what's up?" It's a high, it's horizontal and it's loose.
Yeah,
Yo, what's up?
It's one motion.
Yeah. You do this, people know. But I do this, and there's some people that are just like they're ready for the slide and knuckle, and it's just really not. Oh man, dude, I'm just like, bro, loosen that up right now.
In that same arena, there's nothing worse than going for a handshake and they give you one of these.
Just loose fish.
Dead fish. Bro, if you give me a dead fish handshake, you may as well just walk away from the conversation because I don't want to be friends with you.
Right. The only time a dead fish is welcome is the dap. Like just a freaking loose dap.
That's fine. Absolutely.
That's perfect. But dude, I'm telling you,
they just don't get it.
People that are confused about that,
bro, maybe
a little more
it's just because they don't have a podcast and they don't have like a safe place to talk about this kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it's really, that might be one of my POs of the many I have. Yeah. I was going to mention one other thing.
What is it? Oh, dude, I should warm my hands. Please tell me.
Oh, it was about that.
So good.
Dude, yeah, that hot chocolate. Shout out to Chevron.
What is it? Chevron, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Chevron's hot chocolate. The Hershey.
Different.
What was it? The Hershey milk chocolate, I think.
Oh, dude, yeah. Hershey's milk chocolate.
Really good.
Hot chocolate.
It was going to be something about a handshake, but it's okay.
Here are some dap me up /POs. Okay. For those that have seen other episodes, we have a segment called Dap Me Up, Controversial Opinion. If you agree, dap me up. If you don't, leave me hanging, okay? Ooh. And POs, piss offs, TOs, turn ons, TOs and POs of the week. Listen, I've been thinking, and I think this is going to hurt, okay? Because I think that you're kind of this way. If you don't drink your milk after cereal, you're weird.
Oh, I definitely don't.
Okay, so you're weird. And this is one that is very specific to you. I'm sorry, because I think this is an exact same vein of person. If you take the cheese off your pizza, I'm sorry. I think it's weird.
Bro, are you just like... Does this have anything to do with anything, or are you just trying to like expose me? That's cool, bro. Yeah. I also
so no dap ups.
Not even a little. Frick. I'll give you.
Why do you do that?
I wouldn't even give you a dead fish. Yeah. I'm very.
You mad?
Yeah, I'm pissed.
That's a PO for you. Gabe's been totally roasting me on the podcast.
I don't know, dude. I just have this weird thing, and like I won't finish my food. Like I'll always leave like a bite or two left, and that's just kind of what I do. I don't know. And
it's weird because like I have the exact opposite. Like I could almost be throwing up at how full I am, and I'm like, I gotta finish it. It's crazy. Warm now, and I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, man.
The fact that I've seen you, you're like, you throw it away. I'm just like, I will eat that. Like
you dive into the trash.
I hate wasting food. So it's just one of those things that causes us to have a little bit of separation.
That's true.
It causes the tension that brings us together.
Yeah, dude,
honestly,
it's a good thing that we're different because I cannot imagine living the way that you do. It sounds terrible.
Terrible. Also, if you want to have better audio, don't point it to the side like this. Point it to the front.
Am I pointing to the side?
Yeah, this whole time, like right now.
Oh no!
There you go. So hopefully I can fix.
Is that going to ruin everything?
Well, it just will be a lot quieter.
Yikes! Well, it's been like really comfy.
I'm like, you're talking and I'm looking over the thing. I'm like, the lines aren't going up. But then you're totally like this and the line goes up. Okay.
So should we just restart or?
Yeah, I'll just start over the whole thing.
Dang, bro. I really hope that doesn't ruin it.
No, it's okay because I'll just like select those areas.
Dang, bro. I hope that really doesn't ruin it. Dang, bro. I hope. Yeah, that might be a problem.
Yeah,
that might be a big problem.
It's a big difference. Big difference. So, anyways, no, I was just thinking about that this morning because I wanted to make a TikTok about it, about the cereal thing. Because people have said the opposite. They're like, if you drink your milk, that's weird. And then I'm like, dude,
you're weird, bro. Okay,
the milk is just good.
Milk is gross unless you're eating it with the cereal. Milk is yucky.
Honestly, wait.
There are psychopaths who pour themselves a glass of milk. If you do that, please leave my home.
My whole family does it.
Yeah, leave my house. You're weird. Milk is disgusting.
How?
By itself, bro? What does it taste like?
It's just creamy,
What
bro.
does it taste like to you?
Milk.
No, it tastes like a cow udder.
When have you been sucking cow udders, bro?
Bro, don't ask.
Bad memories.
I was.
There are two types of people in this world: people that drink milk and people that don't drink milk.
So weird people and non-weird people.
Yes, and depending on which side you're on, it's vice versa.
I would put my hang on. I would for those. Nope. I would put a good amount of money on if we were to take a poll
Yeah.
outside in the
You think there's
in the podcast
more non-milk drinkers?
easily more non-milkers than
Let's bet.
milkers. That's okay.
We're gonna bet, and I don't know how we're gonna find out the answer to this.
Hey,
But one day we'll figure it
in
out.
the comments, please agree with me. Unless you're
Look, I'm not desperate like him. I know I'm right.
Unless you're mixing your milk with hot chocolate, unless you're mixing it with
It's
chocolate
funny because I do
milk.
water, hot chocolate.
Okay.
You know why? Because most hot chocolate comes with dry milk powder.
Hey, do you know what's interesting? Milk is more creamy, so it makes the hot chocolate better.
Sure. But I have a tap, comes out boiling.
See, I don't.
So let me finish. You're pissed? I put it there, boiling hot water. Then I pour a little bit of.
I hear
listen to me. Okay. I put the powder in, and guess what? I got a handheld spinner. Okay. I live in a different world than
Hey,
you.
that's great that you do those things. I wouldn't know because I don't live in Payson.
Do you microwave your milk for your hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
This might be the most heated we've ever been over milk. Bro.
Did you know this is made with water?
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, and it's delicious.
Yeah,
and it's your favorite.
it's
You
great.
shouted out Chevron for it. I'm sorry. I'm roasting you, and I feel bad.
You got me good.
Look, I just think there's a lot of those things. Like that really. I mean, drinking milk or not drinking milk has no bearing on you as a person and your value as a human being. Honestly, let's be just real. But like, there are a lot of those things where it's like it splits the population of the world right in half.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's like the pineapple on pizza thing. Like there are people that hate pineapple on pizza. My mom is one. It's weird, and like I love pineapple on pizza,
Dude.
and I'm like, it's the simplest thing, and yet.
It like triggers so many people.
I know. And I think the milk thing is another one. Like so many people are like, if you drink milk, it's disgusting. I'm like, my mom drinks she gets one of those Yeti cups, like 44 ounces, and drinks an entire thing of milk.
Dude.
That's just the way I grew up.
That's crazy. I like am gagging thinking about that.
That's weird because like I love a good glass of milk. Yum.
Yeah, bro. I love you to death. And it's a good thing that you like are
It's calcium.
Yeah,
Protein.
it's a good thing you're a good looking guy because
I am.
that is repulsive.
Look, if I cared.
I wait for you to finish your sip just to get roasted again. Okay. Now, let me
Do you have any other ones?
That's okay. Let me throw something at you.
Please.
We're kind of
waiting.
just bouncing around here for the Christmas app.
Yeah.
What is your favorite gift you've ever received? And that's a tall order to answer that question. But do you have like one?
And it has to be on Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas gift. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to do like favorite gift you've ever received because I want to keep it in the spirit of Christmas.
Favorite Christmas
Yeah.
gift.
Do you ever have? Maybe it was the iPod Nano, but has there been one thing where you're like, dude, like that was the all time? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a great gift. It just has to be.
I know I've had some like legendary Christmases where I was just obsessed about whatever item I was getting. While I think about that, and while you think about that, can I tell you a story?
Yes. A Christmas story?
It's actually, yes, it's about Christmas. It's actually about the same year I got the iPod Nano.
Okay.
I was obsessed with the Xbox 360. It just barely came out. The Halo
dude.
3 special edition was, a bunch of my friends were getting it, and I was obsessed. I wanted the Xbox 360 so bad. And I remember I had like a vision board with Xbox 360 on there.
Yes.
And like, I was like, bro. And so I wanted one so bad. My mom kept saying like, you're not getting one of those. Like, I don't know why. She was obsessed with me not getting one. And so basically, eventually I was just like, fine, like whatever.
She made it her life mission to ensure you are not getting it.
And then I was like, well, I got obsessed with the iPod Nano. Okay.
Yeah, so you moved on.
Yeah. I moved on, got the iPod Nano. A couple weeks after Christmas, she's like, hey, like, do you like your iPod Nano? I was like, yeah, I love it. She's like, because we did actually buy an Xbox 360 and we had it here, but then you started wanting the iPod Nano, so like we switched it out. And I was just
What
like,
kind of games is this woman playing?
I know. I was just kind of like, at the time I was like, I didn't want to give up the iPod Nano because I was so into it. So I was just like, oh no, yeah, I love it. But like down the road, I was like, bro, I would love a 360
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
say that for my B-Day.
Yeah. So, but then like, what's funny is like the same year I got the iPod Nano, my little brother got a PS3. Yeah. And then it was like 1 year or 2 years later, my little brother gets an Xbox 360.
You know, that's really interesting. Can we get Rachel on the phone? Because I'm kind of pissed.
I need to call her. No, she's always hooked me up with like anything I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
1 year she was like mad because I was like, Mom, I need this camera. It was a Canon ELPH 300HS.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was $100. And it was like the go-to point and shoot camera for 1080p recording. And I wanted to make videos. I was 14.
Nice.
And I'm just like starting now. But yeah, and she was like mad about it because she's just like, I don't know which one it is. And I'm just like, let me show you. And like, bro, it was just like stressful trying to get my parents to buy me exactly what I needed, especially when at that time we were having some financial issues.
Yeah.
So even like $100 is like kind of tough. But I was
Amen.
like, I don't care. Buy me it. But I honestly, right now, the only thing, the most legendary gift I've ever gotten was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but ended up being a couple months later.
Okay.
So if you will allow me to stretch the rules a bit.
That's okay.
It was the year the Nintendo Wii came out. Okay, and they were sold out everywhere. I was mad obsessed. Even before it came out, I was always on Wii.com watching those videos where they never showed like everything about it. They showed like people in Japan like playing the new Legend of Zelda, and I was like, motion controls. Like I was obsessed. So I watched everything about it. I would use the home phone and like act like it's a Wii remote. I'm like, I can't wait to get this.
You were down bad.
Dude, I'm people say like you have ADD, ADHD, and you get kind of like obsessive about things. I got so obsessed about so many things as a kid. So yeah, and then I remember they were like it's kind of like the PS5, like being scalped and like sold on eBay for like double. So it was like $250 to buy the Wii, and it was going for like $500 on eBay. And my parents were like, "We're just not going to buy it for that." So Christmas was kind of normal. I didn't really get much that I remember that year. I remember my cousin. We go to his house for Christmas dinner, and he's all, "Gabe, I got the Wii," and I was like, "Oh my gosh," so pissed. But
You'd be ashamed if something happened to you, huh?
yeah, I'd be ashamed if you didn't see that in the morning. No, and then luckily for me though, 2 months later, my dad used to collect snare drums because he was a drummer. And so he had this like special edition snare drum, and he's like, I like never really use it. Let's just sell it. And he like tried to sell it before, and it never sold. But he's like, if this sells for enough, I'll buy you a Wii. And I don't know if it was just like my faith or something, but that thing sold for like double what he was expecting. Like it sold for like $400. He bought a Wii, and then like I remember I was like waiting outside because I knew the UPS man was going to be there, and I was like, I guess it's coming tomorrow. And then I remember my buddies, two of my friends from like the neighborhood, church or whatever, like started like rolling down their bikes down the road. They're like, "It's the UPS truck!" And I'm like, "Holy crap!" And he comes up and like hands me this box. Run inside the Wii. We set it up, dude. The best day of my life. So that's like the most legendary gift is the Nintendo Wii.
Man.
So that's my story.
Wow, I was on the edge of my seat, not literally, but that was great. Yeah, and there's something great about waiting for a gift for like an extended period of time, kind of like you did, and not really having access to it like you have Amazon Prime. Because back in the day, that was just not the case. Like you were waiting like weeks for something to come.
It was like a week or a week and a half.
Yeah, you're looking out the blinds for your thing to come. You were just like posted up. And yeah, when you see the UPS or FedEx man roll down with those sweet wheels, and he parks those.
He's got the shorts and the boots.
Yeah.
Just walking up. Let's go.
Yeah, they may have been viewed more like superheroes back in our day. Now it's just like, yeah, they're essential workers, whatever, myself included.
They were superheroes back in the day, and now it's just like ring doorbell. Bing,
they may as well have been reading or wearing capes.
For real.
Yeah. Dude, they were cruising up and down those stairs all day, every day. Mad respect.
And you are.
And they were always.
You're delivering Christmas presents right now.
Not quite. I don't work at Amazon anymore.
Oh yeah, you quit.
It's okay,
bro.
yeah, you don't listen to me.
You don't listen.
But dude, I think UPS and FedEx drivers are always 40 or 50, and they're always a little bit overweight, and I love that about them.
Really?
Have you noticed that?
I kind of feel like they're like 40 and like kind of jacked. I'm like they're like referees. I'm like, why are you?
Hey,
why are you kind of jacked?
Is this like a side hustle or?
He's like, I'm actually a bodybuilder, but not.
Dang, maybe you guys get different delivery drivers down in Payson, because I think ours are eating well down.
Yeah, the only two delivery drivers I've seen is a buff old guy and a hot girl. Payson's different.
Wow, that is. I mean, you're good either way. You're happy either way.
No way, a buff old guy.
No way, hot girl. That's great.
Yeah.
My favorite gift I ever received was 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Recent.
Very recent. It was the gift of our friendship.
It was when I met you.
5 years ago. No, dude. 1 year, my mom, I was like really bummed because my mission email deleted. After 6 months, it auto deletes, which is super, because I lost a lot of things. But thankfully, she had a lot of them. So what she did was she made me a book, like a giant book of basically every picture, every email, like every video, like, I guess not video, but like at least like the thumbnail of it. And she made it all into like a giant, it's almost like a foot long. Like it's huge, bro. A foot thick, I guess you'd say. Yeah. And yeah, dude. And now I've just got like everything for my mission in one place. All the emails, like from my first week to my last. And it's all just like tangible.
Wow.
I'm not as techie as you. Like I like things more like book. I like to have them physical, like in my hands. Dude, and yeah. I just love that gift because she put a lot of time and effort into it. Obviously, going back through every single week, printing it off, getting it laminated, and like it's crazy. Yeah. But dude, I love that gift because now I just have it. I just have it, and it's not like in the cloud or whatever. Like I just like it in my hands. There's a lot of things I like in my hands, and one of those is my mission book. Yeah. Other things are a nice cold Baja Blast. Dude, you get that in
Bro.
my hands, I am very happy. A rice bag. These are the types of things that I like to hold.
A podcast microphone.
Dude, that's the thing. That's why I love why we don't have the
little.
hey guys, so no. I want this here. I want it right here.
I want to cuddle with it, dude.
That way I can get up. I can do things like that. I'm here. I'm there. I'm leaning.
Right.
You can't do that with a traditional podcast. And that's what makes us so much better.
Yeah, guys, follow us right now.
Dude, the Santa hat is really working for me.
For me, I'm not sure about you.
I think you need to bring your top to the side. Because it's kind of just like behind your head. It's not a good look.
Oh, this thing.
What would you call that?
No, the top, yeah. But I was confused. I thought you wanted me to tilt it back like yours. And I was like, no, I can't do that. My forehead's different.
Your what's different? Your hairline?
Yeah, like my hairline. Like, it's all slicked back. Like, see, no.
Yeah, you don't flow like I do. That's okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. What's that thing called? A tassel. That's what that's called, the tassel.
Get it right next time. Sorry. How's this for you?
That's better. I'm just trying to help your parents in any way I can. Dude, I love the crackling fire.
That's a different vibe.
It does.
So,
What are we at, 42?
wow, that's impressive. I didn't even try.
Usually I do.
Yeah, usually it's so much effort. Yeah, Christmas.
Okay, I've got one more bone to pick.
Ooh, okay. Does it have to do with me?
It's this one, silly. Sorry, bro. That was a little sauce.
Yeah, can you relax?
Yeah, my bad. That's a little sauce.
So please tell me. Face.
Yeah. Dude, when I was growing up, my grandma,
Yeah.
she's like strong. Like she's got like strong like hands. Like she's not like a petite old grandma that would like fall over with a wind gust.
Wind, yeah.
Gust of wind.
Oh,
she's like more sturdy. Like she's like a strong woman, you know? And what she would do was like if we like were misbehaving or something, she'd like pin us down and like tickle our ribs.
Ooh.
Yeah, it kind of hurt, but it was really funny. But I'm like, or dude, what she would do, there's nothing, hear me out. There's nothing more sensitive. There's not a more sensitive part of your body than the inside of your thighs.
Ooh.
That skin on the inside of your thighs. She would like pinch the inside of our thighs. If like, not to be, if you're like being, you know, like no grandma and like run away.
Yeah,
or like,
all,
or she needed to be answered or something. Yeah, she like pinched the inside of our thighs, and dude, it hurts so bad.
Bro, speaking of grandparents touching,
Go buy it.
yeah. Anyways, my grandpa, we would play tickle fight, or like it was like tickle game, or like tickle. So I'd always be like, "Dude, tickle me," and he'd like chase us around. And then when he got us, he always just like, yeah, like, you know, stomach, ribs, like in the neck, dude. I was obsessed with that game. He'd grab us behind by the belt from behind it and like just pick us up. It was a little weird, a little sus, but I was into that, dude. I'm like, yo, tickle me, bro. Grandpa, tickle me right now. But then now he has Alzheimer's and I miss him. Dang it. Sorry, I always bring it too dark.
Bro, it was really, really funny. And it was really, really funny. And then you went over the line.
I crossed the line. I didn't know it was there.
Bro, I'm sorry. I hope he ends up. Is he okay?
I'm not sure. He's all like looking at me and I'm like, I know he doesn't know.
You're like, tickle me.
Come on, give it to me, man. So you had
Bro,
something to pick.
That'd be a terrible, hang on. That'd be a terrible, terrible thing to happen, is not to be able to remember. Like,
yeah. He knows I'm important. Like
yeah,
he's like,
he understands
he's
that.
like, hey, like I haven't seen you in a long time. Like, what's your name? Like, what's your phone number? Put it in my phone. Like, he wants to like remember, and like he's like, where are you guys living right now?
Yeah.
And like as soon as like we explain everything to you, he's kind of like, or to him, he's like, oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
He
yeah.
like gets it, but then like a little bit later, he's like, it's like, where do you live?
Dude, that's.
And like, I'll be honest, like I didn't expect it to be heartbreaking, but like there's a lot of people that are like, I was so close to my grandpa, and it's just like so heartbreaking to like have him not know who I am anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know. I think it's just like our beliefs,
Yeah,
like an eternal
it's just
perspective.
the circle of life, bro.
I just look at it. I'm just like, he knew me before, and he's gonna know me afterwards. And so,
Amen.
like, I don't really get emotional about it. It's more just like, man, like
That guy.
he's funny, you know.
Yeah.
And like give him hugs, and I make sure that he knows whenever he's like asking, I make sure he knows I love him.
Yes,
right? And that
absolutely.
we're all here for him.
Good man.
And then, but like the funniest part is like, because they moved right about when he got Alzheimer's.
Uh-huh.
So like, or you know, whatever it is.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
like
where's my
literally every
grocery
single
store?
day, he's just like, guy, he's like, honey, when are we going home? Like, where are we? We need to go home. And she's like, we are home. Okay, we're home. And like, he's just like, when are we getting out of here? That's gotta suck to constantly be like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, he's like chilling in his living room. He's like, man, I can't wait to get back.
Yeah. We ain't leaving.
Dude, Dude,
So-
and like it's kind of crazy because I feel like we feel like we're immortal. Like, dude, I'm never gonna get Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Bro, there won't be a day I won't be able to run up and down a basketball court. Like that won't happen to me.
But one day you're gonna be like, oh my God.
Dude, yeah, one day I'm probably not gonna be able to, like, hopefully, heaven forbid, that I won't be able to remember like people in my life. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty alpha, so I'm not like that worried about it.
Pretty alpha. Honestly, I'm excited because if you think about like the advancements in technology in the last 100 years, I'm like,
We're sitting pretty good in the future.
there's a solid chance we live to like 150, 200 because of like some crazy like advancements with like health crap. Like, who knows?
Dude, if I have to get frozen to stay alive, so be it.
Dude.
Is that a thing? Steve Rogers? Captain America?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You're good. No, but think about if cryogenic sleep happened, where we could like, we're all going to a different planet. Everyone's going to go sleep, and it takes like 1,000 years to get there. But like when you wake up, you're going to be the same as you were when you were frozen. Imagine that happening, but when they freeze you, everyone else is like asleep. Like you don't really, it just like happens in a blink of an eye. But there's like a horror like story, like a short story that's like as they freeze me and walk away from my cryogenic unit, the only thing I can't move my body, but I know I'm still awake.
Oh.
Could you imagine? You're like, I have to sit here in my body, like consciously for 1,000 years. That would suck.
I would rather just take me.
But the thing is, if you think about it, you take it positively. Just kind of like if that happened to you, and you just were like, I'm just going to take this on a positive note, see the silver lining. You're like,
I can get a lot of thinking done.
yeah, I'm gonna get a leg up on these guys. 1,000 years of experience, just like pondering.
Oh.
Then you get released. Everyone's like, whoa, I'm still 27. You're like, whoa, you seem different. I have 1,000 years of experience.
You have no idea what I've been through, kid.
Yeah, they're like, weren't you just like sitting still? You're like, well, I got a lot of thinking in, man.
Hey, it's great to hear your voice, man. I've been hearing mine for far too long.
Yeah. I'm tired of hearing my own voice.
I get that way sometimes where like I'm in my own head so much and I'm thinking so much. I'm like, man, I just wish I could just get out just for like,
Yeah, you're just
for 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's kind of like what like an escape is, you know. If you like go and like play a game or like watch a football game,
sure.
you know, it's kind of like just an escape
Dude.
from your own thoughts.
And that's what Chaos Walking. It was a movie with Tom Holland. Hang on,
You gonna look it up?
My mom's calling me. I just wish I had the time. When I'm on the pod, Mom, listen, I love you. It's just not gonna happen right now. Yeah, sorry, Mom. I'll get back to you. But Chaos Walking is a movie I saw with Tom Holland. And like it was I want to watch it again. It was like a good one-time watch.
Yeah.
But in the movie, there's something like in the planet they travel to, or in the ozone or something, that whatever they're thinking, they can display it visually.
Well,
have you? I'm guessing you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. But
So like if I were to think of like a tiger and like I wanted him to like, what's the word? If I'm thinking about a tiger and I want it to like intimidate you, I could like have him come out and like he obviously couldn't do anything, but like I'd have him come out and like kind of like walk around and stuff.
Well,
and so Tom Holland, this whole movie, he's struggling to control his thoughts.
Yeah.
Like not that he's necessarily having bad thoughts, but he like can't keep them to himself or like keep them in. Because some people have figured out how to like keep them in their mind and how to control them, but he just like can't control his thoughts because they're so sporadic. And so everyone knows what he's thinking, and a lot of times you want to keep what you're thinking to yourself, much like in real life. So it's like an interesting like concept of if everyone could see your thoughts, would you think differently?
100%.
Right? And so I don't know. I kind of like it was like a cool movie, like a good idea. I don't think it was played out great.
Right.
But sorry, last thing.
Sure.
My bone to pick is
I've been waiting for
this. Now that we are semi-famous and Up&Up pod is taking off a little bit, in dating apps, you've described to me that you put the podcast link or the in your bio. And then girls have responded to that and said a couple different things.
Can I explain why I put that in?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I first thought...
Great idea.
Right. I first thought, I'm like, look, if you put a dating app to worldwide, because you can on Mutual, which is like, you know, big for us. You put it to worldwide, you put it to like a large age range, and then you put your personal Instagram, right? You get a lot of people that are like, yo, I'm interested, I'll follow him.
Yes.
Whether or not he like swipes back or whatever. Or like texts me. But I thought, bro, good marketing move, just like throw the podcast in there, because people would be like, this guy's got a podcast? I'll check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also I thought, look, when you're on a dating app, you're wondering, you know, like, what's this guy like?
Yeah, because
like
pictures are good.
Right.
But
Pictures are
wait,
great.
what do they act like? Yeah.
Yeah, because like the sound of their voice, the way they move, the way they talk,
mannerisms.
Like, that all is very important. So I thought, hey, quick shortcut.
Dude, genius,
you watch
bro.
the podcast, you like my vibe, then it's like,
dude, and it's a win-win because we get subscribers that way too.
yeah, and it's good marketing.
You're a genius.
I know. So, and it's worked, but and here this is like for both of us. I think one of the most annoying questions to be asked, and maybe it's because there's not really a good answer, so maybe it's our fault.
Yeah.
But when people are like, "Oh my gosh, you have a podcast? What's it about?" It's like, bro, just watch it and then it'll answer it. But like, I get it because most podcasts are like, "Oh, we're about like entrepreneurship," or like, "Oh, it's like a medical field podcast," or like, "We talk about animals." It's like, no, ours
First
is
of all, if
whatever
you're
we want
watching
to talk
any of
about.
those, reconsider. Secondly, you just can't encapsulate. You can't put this into words what you're witnessing. I think that's the problem. Like, what are you witnessing right now?
It's like, okay, someone said Joe Rogan podcast. What's that about? You'd be like, it's Joe Rogan talking to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you ask, oh, like, what's TMG's? I showed you that one, Tiny Meat Gang, like Cody Ko and Noah Miller. What's that about? It's about two guys being funny.
Yeah.
And those are like two of the most popular podcasts ever. So like, it's just a weird question to ask and a hard question to answer. So usually I just tell people like if I do answer, I'm usually just like, oh, it's me and my buddy, and you know we're pretty funny, and like we want to uplift people. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? We watch it and then you answer it yourself. It's not really about anything in specific. It's just
I've had
us.
people like DM me, be like, dude, like, what's your podcast about, bro? And like, I definitely appreciate like the outreach and the love, and like that's super nice of them.
Yeah.
But dude, like, go watch it.
Yeah, just go watch it and you'll know.
Yeah, we don't have to have this conversation. And by the time that you DM me, I DM you, you DM me, I DM you, you DM me, and we kind of talk about what this is about, you could be halfway through the first episode.
And I get it. They don't want to put forth the
time
effort.
management.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
Effort.
At the end of the day, they don't want to put forth the effort to go and listen to it. They just want to get the quick answer.
But we just don't give out cheap answers here. You got to go earn those. To be a part of the community, that's a badge you earn.
Yeah.
Much like the army.
We're basically the army.
Bro, I don't think I've ever heard somebody sip hot chocolate louder than you.
Well, to be honest, I'm doing it on purpose.
And I love that about you. Do louder.
Okay. Honestly,
Hold it so you can have both hands on that cup.
Okay. That was decent.
I cannot believe I'm not seeing you that concentrated in my life.
I know, I'm still kind of like tired from it.
Dude, the veins in your like the side of your face are bulging.
Bro, sometimes like
your eyes are bloodshot.
yeah, I'm like tired. No, there's definitely some time. Speaking of veins and faces.
Where are you going with this?
Well, just listen.
Okay.
There's this vein I have on my neck. When I laugh, it like
Really?
bursts out. Yeah. Like,
Oh my gosh. Is that how you laugh?
yeah, bro, it's always popping out like crazy.
Do I have any?
Nope. Frick.
I guess I won't laugh ever again.
So, yeah, bro, Christmas is the best time of the year. But I'll be honest, there is something so nice about like January. Like when you first start the year, you're like, bro, this is fresh.
New year, new me.
New year, new me, man. Yeah, dude. Like New Year's resolution. Yeah, dude. It never really works out.
That'll
but
be a good episode too on New Year's resolutions. Dude. Yeah.
we're goated. You guys just wait. Just you wait.
We did it. Oh, I don't know. We were gonna do like the advice that we got or the questions.
Should we just do like?
We can say that for next episode. That's
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, we're almost an hour already.
We're different.
I do want to give a shout out. That might be a good segment, like shout outs to
Yo, shout outs to some of our favorite peeps.
yeah, or just
people
like,
in
hey,
our
shout out to the brother at Taco Bell tonight who was just on top of that order.
Yeah.
Like by the time I rolled up, he already was asking for my card. He already had one of my drinks in his hand, and the exchange was just so fluid.
Yeah.
The fluidity through that taco drive-through, not in my body, but within the exchange of foods and goods,
It's like a well-oiled machine.
it was incredible, and I had a
was
great
incredible.
experience.
Honestly.
I can't say the same thing about Kevin from Walmart,
Okay.
who we asked for where the Santa hats were, and he goes, I don't know, maybe in the gardening section.
Yeah, he's like, that's usually where that stuff is. And I was like,
I'm like,
what about mini Christmas trees? He's like, oh, I don't know if we have those.
so you knew
You do.
so you knew the Santa hats were in the gardening section, but you didn't know that your Christmas tree was in the gardening section.
Same section.
How does that
It's a
make
tree.
sense?
Yeah, I don't know.
And
But
why are your
he
Santa
tried.
hats in the garden section?
And I think they convert the gardening section from gardening to Christmas during Christmas.
Yeah, that's great. You're not listening. Why are the Santa hats
In the
in
gardening.
the gardening section or the Christmas section? Wait.
Yeah, see, you're not listening. I knew I was right. I was leaning back, ready to take a sip. Just waiting for you to realize.
My bad.
You're like, no, you're not listening. Wait.
Okay.
That's some good milk.
Well, what kind of milk? What kind of milk?
Do you want me to tell you if it's skim or 2%? What are
Chocolate.
You talking about? Oh. Do you like chocolate milk? Would you drink chocolate milk?
I love chocolate milk.
You're stupid. That's like saying, you like hot chocolate? Do you like water? Yeah, you like both. Do you like chocolate milk? Do you like milk? No, I don't like milk. The freak?
Really interesting.
How could you drink water? What does it taste like? It tastes like water. How could you drink milk? It's just water with a little bit extra flavor. Okay, it's a little sweeter. Okay, and guess what? It's got protein, calcium. Okay,
Yeah.
and some calories. It's pretty high in calorie. I wouldn't suggest it if you're on a diet. Anyways,
Yeah, good thing you're not, right?
well, guys, we appreciate you. I finished my hot chocolate, so at this point, I'm kind of done. So
Yeah, that's kind of that's the status, or that's the what's the word? I'm struggling for words right now.
yeah, you are.
Screw you, bro.
That's kind of like the I don't know what word you're trying
I've just fully turned towards you now.
Okay, bro, sus. Dude, honestly, like my life goal is to like surpass all of our podcasts. Could you imagine we just like take out Tiny Meat Gang and take out Joe Rogan and people just like
we literally like buy out Joe Rogan's channel. Like, sorry, bro.
You're done. He's like 500 million. Chump change. Here it is. Elon Musk, he's my butler.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, he cleans up my dog's crap.
Yeah, we're the richest people in the world because of this podcast. Bill Gates is my adopted son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I own the rights to Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft.
Yeah,
and
it's funny.
Google
I just
and
bought
Facebook.
them and then just canceled them. Just didn't like them.
Yeah, we're done. I only like Apple, so I just destroyed everyone else.
Yeah.
Remember the U.S. government? Good times. Bought it.
LOL. Yeah, Gabe and Alex
LOL.
now rule the world. Gabe and Alex now rule the world.
But it's for the better good.
Dude, with this kind of shot, I don't see how we can't. Thumbnail?
Okay. We love you guys. Thanks for watching the Up&Up podcast. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube. Here comes Alex.
My back hurts.